We have our fabulous David O'Malley. How are you, David?
Good, thanks, yeah.
Are you enjoying the event?
Really good night so far, yeah, completely.
Tell me a little bit about your collection. What do you have here?
Well, the name of the collection is Entropy 2014. It's an autumn-winter collection. So it really, it's all about luxury materials, so leathers, furs, and I guess where I got inspired as well, it was all about geometry and opposites. So it would be chaos and order, matte and shiny, and control chaos as well. So it's really about really working with materials and exploiting them as well. So
you like the leather?
Yeah, a lot of leather in this collection.
I love the leather.
So there's a lot of cashmere as well, and so it goes from that idea of opposites as well, where it goes from black and white, so going from dark to light as well. So
so this jacket, I love this jacket. So how much could customer buy it for? How much do you sell it for?
Well, it runs the costing price for from the collection would be from around, say, for the accessories, say €80 up to €1,200. So, yeah.
Katie Jones just arrived from London. How are you, Katie?
I'm good. I'm really good.
You enjoying the event?
Yeah, very glad to be here.
So you know Marion long time?
No, I know her because I studied with Honor. We studied in London together for 4 years, and she's my best bud, and we help each other out because we're both knitters. And so I've come over and helped her work before, and she's come over and helped mine. And so and she told me about Marion's fab shop, and I really wanted to get involved.
You have a really good variety of stuff going on here. Can you just talk us through it?
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of variation in sort of texture more so than colour in this collection. A lot of focus on knitwear with this tucked element going on, and laddering as well, just to create a little bit of volume and structure, but still falling away in nice kind of fluid forms. So this then is accessorized by pieces with a little bit more colour, so looking at these copper forms that are folded. It's a brass metal that's actually pleated between fabric, and then sort of worked in quite an organic form to create these accessories pieces.
I love that bag. How much is this bag?
This one is $280. Yeah, so
you'll have this forever.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a real statement look that can just work over something quite simple and plain, or build up, if you like, sort of working texture over texture.
This is my new collection, which is stocked by Marion Cuddy. I'm a knitwear designer. I specialise very much with the textiles, so I produce all my individual textiles. I use the knitwear as my base, but I combine it with lots of different textures like raffia and mixed with like fringing and leather. And whereas other designers, I suppose, think about the silhouette more, I concentrate on the fabrics, and then that leads me to designing my clothes. So lots of sculptural pieces and very textile based collection.
When did your journey with fashion world start?
Well, I was always interested in art and design, and I studied textile design in NCAD. So from there, I guess it just happened. After fourth year in NCAD, that's where I got to explore things a little bit more further. So I originally worked with a lot of headpieces using the similar materials as well, but then branched out into wearables as well.
What do you bring to Ireland today?
So I'm a knitwear designer, but everything I make is sustainable. So I use old kind of Aran jumpers, and I hand embroider into them.
You were gonna talk us through your collection just in a moment. Tell me, what's your main inspiration for what you do?
I love using pieces that other people are very happy to throw away. Maybe it has a tiny hole. Because I'm a knitter, I know if it's handmade, it's probably by some loving granny and took about 3 weeks. And I like to bring a new life to it. And all the collection that's in the store today is all inspired by Polish folk dress.
What inspires you to design?
Oh, everything under the sun, really. I love to work with the fabric and to explore its limitations. So, you know, push something really to a certain point, and then just see how then that can be worked into a garment. See what forms that can generate.
Show me your favorite one.
My favourite? Oh wow. Probably out of the collection, it's probably this piece.
Oh, I love that one.
You know, it's lots of fringed elements, it's all knitwear. The different panels make a very kind of body fitting. Kind of needs to be worn to be appreciated, but it's probably more kind of like a show kind of stopper, and you know, I just love the way that it fits to the body and with the different kind of fringed elements.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Favourite piece at the moment is definitely this jacket here. So it's cashmere wool and kind of metallic leathers. So I also have this like crimped leather here as well, which is really interesting. Like I love a lot of texture. So and it also has like these kind of like large kind of bronze buckles on the front as well to add like a bit of like harshness against the kind of delicate hand stitch embroidery on the top. So
you're here to support Marion Cuddy?
Yes, it's so exciting. I've just graduated, so it's really like so exciting to be here and really new adventures.
So tell me about your collection. This is something looking really good.
Yeah, it's quite different. It's basically, I graduated from Limerick, so I based it all on Poseidon, the god of the sea. So it's about mythology and embellishment, kind of his journey across. There's seashells and little creatures and kind of different pieces. So that's really my kind of feeling. It's very feminine and delicate, and just lots of detail and kind of telling a story is what I want to do.
Do you tend to choose some particular material for the stuff you make?
Yeah, well, I love kind of see-through, kind of delicate, really ethereal fabrics. So that's kind of what I like to base my vibe around.
Tell me, what's your hope for the future? Are you hoping to stay in Ireland and progress with your designs?
Yeah, like I mean, it's great. Like Marion's been so great to me, and she's really encouraging Irish designers to stay here and promoting them. So I'd love to. Yeah, it'd be great.
Do you travel around the world with your collection?
No, not yet. I'm sticking in Ireland at the moment, but I have contacts in the UK as well. So I'm branching out between Ireland and the UK as well. So I have a good relationship with the customers as well. And I think that having a stockist like Marion Cuddy as well is great.
And so all the jumpers are hand embroidered and worked into, which they would originally I get them from second-hand shops and charity shops, and then because I know how much it's 100% wool, it's really good quality product, and they've kind of been lovingly hand knitted, and then they have about 30 hours of embroidery on top.
Do you travel around the world with your collections, or you're a dedicated Irish designer?
I'm a dedicated Irish designer at present, but I've done a few international trade fairs and things like that, which I hope to continue on in the next few years and explore that a bit further. I think, yeah, Ireland's a great place for fashion at the moment. I think there's a lot of emerging designers doing fantastic things, but it's always nice to see what's going on in terms of continental Europe and make an imprint there as well.
Where does your main inspiration for fashion and designing comes from?
So again, a lot from like textiles. I look a lot into sculpture, architecture. It could be from like surface textiles. I'm always trying to recreate textiles that I see in the environment. So whether it be from a piece of architecture or a piece of sculpture, or it could be from like paintings or from an exhibition I've seen. I'm always trying to push it further. I think I've got quite a lot of sculptural elements within my work, so I'm always trying to, you know, look into different designers and different kind of surfaces that I'm interested in.
Well, how do you think it went today?
I think I'm very pleased, really pleased, because since we last saw each other in September, I've taken on a lot of new Irish designers, so a little bit more established than the Griffith graduates. So I have the fabulous Derek Lawler, Anna Fitzsimons, Rebecca Morrison, Emma McKay, I think you met them, David O'Malley, and I'm very, very privileged twice a year to sell him Ryan. He's no other shop in Ireland anymore, so twice a year I get the privilege of selling his stock, and it sells.
How much can you buy it for?
1,250. Sorry. Yeah.
It's worth it.
Oh yeah. It's all in the quality though, do you know what I mean? It's even faced in leather, and then it's like lined in like a silk satin as well. So
it's original.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's all about the kind of the quality of it, I suppose. Yeah.
What's your favorite on this?
I think I love fun pieces, so I think something like this is really different. It's got an embellished heart, so it's all about the love of the sea, so it's quite, you know, it means quite a lot to me.
Tell me, do you make clothes for your family?
No, I don't. My mom's gonna kill me. I really should make something for her, but in the future I will, yeah.
This is a scarf or is it?
This is actually a belt.
Oh, belt.
And it could be worn as a neck piece, but it's actually, you know, it's actually worn to, well, be worn around the waist. You can model it, so something like this. But I think with a lot of my pieces you can kind of accessorize them, so it could be worn as a neck piece or an accessory. This is all waxed cotton cord with the cotton fringing, and this is a knotting technique that I've developed as well.
So how long does it take to produce something like this?
It all really varies. I mean, something like this is the actual knotting that takes probably the longest, but probably about a day at least to do something like this scale.
Whether you're 30, 40, 50 or 60, there's certain pieces that you can still wear. Like they kind of transcend over the ages. Like some of them obviously are a little bit kind of trendier and younger, and you know, a little bit kind of.
This is my favorite.
Is it? Well, you see, you're young enough to wear that, and it's a beautiful piece. So you can wear it as a dress, or if you wanted to just wear it with, you know, with jeggings or leggings or something like that. And what Tim is famous for is the fringing. Like that's what he's known for, and each piece is individually put on, and each piece is just burnt at the end, so it never frays or anything. He's from Tipperary, self-taught. He studied sculpture, and sort of got a little bit of advice, and somebody suggested London, so he went off to London, and now he's phenomenal. Like, I mean, really big, and so twice a year when he says, "Are you ready? Do you want it?" I get really excited because people just come in the droves looking for it, and there's a little bit of everything for everybody in it. You know, if you don't want the mad fringing, you can just get a nice little cashmere cardigan, or if you're brave enough, you know, to wear the little skirts. I might have done that 30 years ago, not today, but they are beautiful and they're exquisite.
So anyone is interested in exclusive pieces should definitely visit this store. So what's the trend for this autumn winter season now?
In Tim's?
Yeah, well, in general.
Colour, as well as black as usual. A little bit of embellishment. There's lots of accessories around. I'm sure earlier on when you were looking at Derek Lawler's, lots of neck pieces. Just to add something, people want to buy like a neck piece like that to add to maybe something they already have in the wardrobe. People are looking knitwear, coats. everything is selling at the minute. There isn't kind of one thing, and people, you know, everybody will always buy black, but they want a bit of colour, and there's a lot of colour in the shop.
Yeah, when I look around your shop, I can definitely see that you can find anything here.
Yeah, there's a little bit for everybody. It's a very eclectic mix. It's quite a small little shop, but there's something for everyone. Whether you've only got, you know, €20 or you have 200 or 2,000, there's something for everybody in this shop. Tends to be the 35 pluses up, you know, who shop here.
Well, thank you, Marion, for inviting us to this event, and hopefully meet in future again for other great events.
Thank you so much, Alexa. Thank you.
Thank you.